Hi there, and a warm welcome to today's edition of the Road to Success with the Lady Maria podcast. My guest today is my G. Ikomboy is one artist you definitely ought to know if you're based in Dubai and if you love music. This is one exciting conversation that goes from music, spirituality, girls, what success really means, inspiration to making music, and a lot more. Ikomboy's conversation is deep, touching, open, intense, and fun. Get into it. On the chair is Ikomboy, our very own artist, independent artist based in Dubai. I asked him, what genre of music do you do? He says, listen, I will be anything to everybody as long as you mix them. Happy. Please welcome Ikomboy.
Thank you for having me, Lady May.
Ikomboy.
Happy to be here.
So good to have you. And I know this is like our second or third interview.
I would say, well, second officially.
Yeah.
There's been a red carpet here and there.
I said red carpet.
Yeah, second officially. The last time was when in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then now, this is great.
How do you do what you do? Like, you were super talented. You always push out stuff, whether it's like official music video or something you just created.
Yeah.
You always work.
Yes.
What are you chasing, or what's chasing you?
Well, I consider myself just like, for lack of a better word, this might be the best word actually, a vessel. You know what I mean? So whether or not I'm in a good mood or I'm in a bad mood, there's a melody that is looking to get out, or there's something that someone needs to hear somewhere. And so when it comes to me, I find that I just need to start. And when I start, it just takes over, and then it's gonna come out. So I'm very fortunate in that way, where I never lack inspiration. You know what I mean?
And I know that doing music so for the sake of this conversation, let's call you Afropop artist. Okay. And I know that doing Afropop in Dubai, original music, I know it's not that easy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know it's not that easy. How well does it pay though?
Well, hey, sorry, I'm going to take my time to answer some questions because I have to be very careful here. The payment of music, in my opinion, in my experience, is the music itself. So as an artist, I feel satisfied when I'm able to ventilate my, again, inspiration. When I receive an idea and I'm able to bring it to life, that in itself is a payment. Now, in terms of making money from music, you have to be very music business savvy. You have to really know what you're doing. So the payment of the music is the music, but then you have to be able to be skillful. For example, I am a producer. I'm a songwriter. I've made songs for some certain TV shows, and there's royalties coming in. I'm always producing for people. When I'm not producing, I'm mixing and mastering. That's music revenue. It's a different thing.
So that's the bread and butter for you.
Yeah, I have other things I'm doing on the side, but if someone asks me what are you, the first thing that comes out of my mouth is I'm an artist. Because that's who I am. You know what I mean?
And you've been in Dubai a long time.
For a long time, yeah. I actually came here to study, and I completed my studies here. When I was about to leave, it's a long story. Anyway, someone came to me and said, no, you're not going anywhere. Stay. And I got signed, and one thing led to another. And I'm still here. Every time I try to leave, something just brings me back.
Interesting. Dubai for you, what is the attraction? And when I ask that question, I'm not asking like I'm asking a tourist who's, fascinated. I'm asking as someone who's lived here, the ins and outs, you know the flashy and the non-flashy, everything, but still there's got to be something that keeps you in this city. What is that thing?
If I may say, not my attraction personally, but I think what should be considered a general attraction of Dubai would be the possibilities that it offers you. For example, when I look at the music industry in Nigeria and I see what people celebrate, I may not have attained a certain level of fame, but I can tell you certainly that there's certain things that people you would consider A-list or B-list artists in Nigeria are seeing, that I've seen on the low. You know what I mean? just because of how easy it is to connect with people. And to start mentioning the caliber of artists I've met here and work, because everyone in Dubai is somebody. And so when you find yourself in a room full of people, no one knows who you are. And so the fact that you're in that room, they tend to greet you with a certain level of, you know what I mean? And then you make your contact. So Dubai, I cannot think of a better place to make contact, like international contacts. Right now, if I go to Sweden, I have Connect there. If I go to Germany, I have Connect. But if I was an artist in Lagos coming up, I might have even a certain level of fame or popularity, but you find out that there's no marketing, there's no connections. So the appeal of Dubai to me and to most people, I think generally, is just connections. Everyone comes here. You know what I mean? I can see, for example, in my career, there's certain, let's just call them endorsements or brands that I've worked with, that in Nigeria, it would be like someone like Buju who's working with them. But I do it on the low. It's just like, okay, and I take my money. I'm there. You know what I mean? So that is the appeal. That's the major appeal of Dubai. It's just the doors. It's just the opportunities. It's global.
That's amazing. Let's still talk about original music.
I like your ring. Sorry, I just saw that ring. Oh my God, that is so fire.
B-Beats, by the way. Find her on Instagram. B-Beats.
That is amazing. It just blew my mind. It's incredible. Yeah. It looks like the thing is hanging off the...
It's like Wakanda forever.
Yeah, that's fire. who done that?
B-Beats.
Oof. It's fire.
B, and I think underscore beads.
I'll be seeing the person,
Instagram.
whoever that is. I'll be seeing them. Okay.
Anyway, so I was talking about original music. And I feel like, I've spoken to at least one other artist who talks about how people appreciate covers than they appreciate original. Mm-hmm. How have you navigated that?
Okay. Well, everything has its place. I have people who knew me. Most of my following has come from my covers. My massive following came from when I did a cover of Nicki Minaj's track and she reposted it. And then Kiss Daniels a couple of times and Artiste here and there. That's how I've been able to, after I left my record label, that was my strategy of being able to amass followers. And so it has its place. And it's like, if you're putting out original music, sometimes, people will interpret what is popular as what is good. So my idea is that, okay, I'm going to take what you think is good and put my spin on it so you can see.
I'm going to make it better.
Well, I don't like to say better or worse, but there's people who say, I prefer yours. It's a very big compliment, but I just take it as a platform to showcase myself as well. And so people can see that, okay, this guy, he knows what he's doing. And then from time to time, give them your music. It's like basically marketing. It's like doing what you'd rather not do, but needs to be done. You know what I mean? So that is how I see covers. It's a marketing tool. Probably the biggest marketing tool as an artist. Because who knows you? You're putting out a single, nobody knows who you are. Like, no matter how good you sound, you're an upcoming artist. But if you take someone else's instrument or someone else's song and be like, okay, it's my spin on it, the familiarity will give them an open heart already, and then they can hear you, they can receive you. That's how I navigate that.
So what inspires you? How do you create music?
I like the question. A few days ago, I started writing a book. And that book was on songwriting. Because it comes naturally to me, thank God, And I was just sitting down like, you're getting up there age-wise now, you know what I mean? It's time to start passing. So, yeah, I'm becoming an adult. I'm becoming grown. It's time to start passing some knowledge, because when I see upcoming artists, I see that they're very motivated. They have drive, but whenever they send me their songs, it's just like, it went from, man, this is not good, to how can I help this guy become better? Because I see that he wants to. And anyway, I'm answering your question, by the way. I talk like that. And I see that he wants to be good. And so I start thinking about really what makes a good song, and how do these songs keep coming out so good all the time. And I realized that there's two things that help a good song to be written. Like, There's inspiration and then there's imagination. So inspiration comes to you. So when you ask me what inspires you, it just comes. You can be in the shower and the line is going to drop. And it depends on if you're going to be a good custodian of that inspiration, or it's going to fly to someone else. It's going to go somewhere else. So inspiration, I don't care who you are. Listen, if you are on the beach and the line comes to you, you're lucky. God is giving that to you. Take it. Go do with it. Handle it properly. Produce it properly. Bring it out. But then when it's time when you don't feel inspired, like you asked me, how do you keep dropping music? You have to engage your imagination. You have to. That's like, okay, I'm going to put myself in a scenario where I'll create this scenario in my head and I'll think about it. If you're in a depressive state and you want to come out of it, for example, if someone is sad, what you want to do is you have to engage your imagination. Imagine being happy. Imagine being in Jamaica somewhere on the beach. And then those thoughts are going to create feeling, going to create melody, and it's going to come out as a song. So that's how I operate. Inspiration and imagination.
I love that you're very cerebral. I love that, you know, you're like, everything is deep to you.
Oh, yes.
So let's talk deep things about success.
Okay.
And I appreciate that I'm asking you this question because you're an artist, you're also in that entertainment space. And we know that for the longest time, entertainment has played a big role in painting the picture of what success should be or what it should look like, right? Entertainment has really influenced the pictorial representation of success. When you think about success, what do you think about? Especially when compared to what entertainment says, or media even, success is. Okay. There he goes again.
Yeah, sorry, I just have to.
Deep thoughts.
I won't be too long with it this time. I'll try and compress about speaking. All right. I realized a while back that this is not very, very known because it takes deep thought to get to that point. But success, for example, I'm going to use an artist, a musician, for example. Success as a musician is being able to express your ideas and to do that excellently. Not just, look at this song. I went to the studio, recorded it. Bro, is this not fire? It has to actually be fire. The instrumentation, your voice, the mixing, the mastering. When you're able to present an idea in the most quality manner, okay, that is success as a musician. Now, that is aside. Success as a music business is a different thing. You understand me? So people often mistake the two. If you're a successful musician, that means you're able to interpret your ideas. Someone can come, show me your songs. Oh, okay, these are nice songs. You're done. So, but people often mix the two up. Because I'm not on Wizkid's level, I'm not a successful musician. So what they are attributing to success is money. They are attributing financial success. Everyone merges financial success with everything. If I'm a painter and I have a picture in my mind of a bird across a clear blue sky, what I want to do is go and paint that. I have successfully executed that painting. If the painting sells for $200,000, I have successfully sold that painting. So I just think people and young people, especially coming up, just need to understand that people are so successful, but they don't know it. They don't know just how successful they are. You're doing your thing in your right, in your space. If I come to your Instagram, I can see who you are. I can see what this guy is good. This guy, you know what I mean? But then just because you're not selling like the next man, you think you're not successful. No, you are. So what you want to do, if you desire financial success of what you're doing, you got to figure out how to achieve that. That's a different thing. That's how I see success anyway.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
But the very idealistic Mayowa would ask and say, do you see any time in this world where people have that this becomes mainstream, this that you've just said becomes the mainstream understanding of success? Because we are in a generation that is super visual, right? The world is so visual now. Video is the thing. Everything is about looks, feel. aesthetics, theme. How beautiful does it look? How attractive is it? And I think about the generation of, young ones and kids now, Gen Zs, how they are born into that space. We probably, we have a few white hairs to show, right? But we know the world before social media.
Yes.
So we're able to sort of compare. But how about the generation that's born smack in the middle of all that? How do you see a world where there's that grounding and just that deep understanding of what success truly is and how success has like compartments?
I certainly hope so. And we have a responsibility as millennials to the upcoming generation to be able to teach them this. That's why the Gen Z are the most depressed generation, I think, in my opinion, in history so far. Because their idea of success is how many followers you have on Instagram. Listen, if you have an idea that is powerful enough to change lives, people are going to follow you. That's natural. But what about if you are into certain things that do not necessarily attract followers? People are doing I know girls who work with disabled kids and they're doing that incredibly well. I have an ex who she's so talented at helping autistic kids become better. Such a powerful thing. I know a girl who's a painter, paints so beautifully, murals on the wall. She doesn't have many followers, but she's just excellent at what she does. And so what begins to happen is that girls resort to, this new generation, they resort to certain things like, you go on Instagram, you see a girl who paints, she has to start showing her bum first. So you see the bum and then you see the painting. It's all distorted. So the answer to your question is eventually everyone has to realize this. And the responsibility falls on the people who already know that to be able to push that narrative and be like, listen, guys, it's too much pressure. You're talking about our generation. Before our generation, there were people who money was nothing to them. It's like, I have yam, you have goat. I want your goat, take my yam. And the way the world is going right now, we're going to end up there. Now, even music is becoming somewhat like that. It's going to be like, okay, I have music. If you like it, invest in my music directly. When the music sells, you take dividends of it. It's changing. The world is changing quickly. And so we have a responsibility to sort of like add wood to the fire of that narrative. Because it has to, otherwise, then what are we heading towards? It's going to be
chaos.
Chaos. That's the right word, chaos. It's going to be chaos.
I know that this is probably a question nobody should ever ask an artist or musician, but which is your favorite work so far?
Oh,
I know. I went there. I did it. It's like having many children and saying you have to publicly choose one.
I believe everyone has a favorite kid.
I believe so too. Because I know my father has one favorite child. I know my mother has a favorite child.
Yeah. So they say they don't, but they do. I like that question. My favorite song would be, in terms of the song that's allowed me to express myself the most, like how I feel inside and, all my styles, I would say 504 South. 504 South. Or it's something in my voice. You haven't heard it, actually. It's something in my voice. It's a song called Do Say to Dubai. And it tells the story of how, basically the story of my life. I haven't released it yet. I hope people really accept it, but personally, that's my favorite song. That and 504 South. Pepper Soup is there. Well, Pepper Soup is there because people like it.
Let's talk about Pepper Soup for a moment. I really like that song.
You see?
Like, it was just that vibe. Pepper Soup, you can chop until your belly full. When you released it, what was the reception like?
So it's one of those songs that took me by surprise. The hook wasn't meant to be there, Sometimes I make a song and it's like, the hook didn't come. I just leave it, you know what I mean? But like 2 days before I released the song, I was just like, before I uploaded it, I was just like, pepper soup, pepper, chop panty. Let me just put it there, this song. I just put it. And when I put it, I sent it to a guy who I usually send my songs to, Morris. He goes, bro, this is the best hook you have done. Like, bro, are you serious? You don't see the things I do? It's like, this one is the best. I'm like, yo. And so it just started taking off and people just started accepting it. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen with this. And that's that about that. Yeah. Why do you like pepper soup?
It's just the, vibe of it.
Yeah.
It's about food.
It's about food. You see, that's the mistake. People think it's about food.
Wait,
Oh my
it's
God.
not about food?
It's
Wait.
about food.
It is not about, like...
It's so not about, oh my God.
No, I'm not saying the entire song is... I don't even know the entire
but
song.
it's not your fault, obviously.
But I just know pepper soup. You get.
Obviously, if there's a song and the hook is...
Pepper soup.
Pepper soup. Everyone's going to think... When I was shooting the video, my friend said, where are the
Where's
bones
the
of
pepper soup?
When I showed someone the video, he said, it's nice, but I don't see pepper soup anywhere. I'm like, oh, these guys don't listen to lyrics. So they just want to dance.
Oh, good Lord. I'm guilty as charged. I mean, yeah, it's the hook.
What about the part that says, since I was a
Little boy, I tell my mama, say,
I want to
live this way.
You know, say,
Ikomboy, not talk too
Ah,
much. Come on. Listen.
Lady May knows my so I don't blow.
Which is actually kind of rare.
Yeah.
Because I honestly don't really listen to music like what I would typically listen to, gospel music.
Yeah, obviously.
Like, plus I now join the choir and now I have to really listen to.
Yeah,
I have to score the songs for Sunday.
Yeah.
So for me to
know this.
I actually really like it to know it that way, because I never sat down. I don't even think I've ever really sat down to listen to it more than maybe once or twice, or maybe I only hear what you post online. So I like the song.
You know why pepper soup is very special to me? It was the first time I started composing, and I entered a different level of composition where these melodies just come out, and the melodies, they come out with words. When the song starts, you hear, yes, I don't know where that came from. I was just like, yo, what is this? And it sounded...
Is that like speaking in tongues?
I don't know, maybe. Who knows?
Come on now.
Who knows? And it sounded so powerful. I was like, yo, what is this? What's going on here? And that was the first time I realized that, okay. And I started applying that to all my songs. Before I start, now it's just like... And then it comes with the words as well. I'm like, yo, what is going on here? And that was the first time that ever happened. And I think those melodies...
You're about to say something really crazy right now.
No. I think those melodies are low-key what makes people like them, because they come from somewhere else. They're not English words. They're not anything. It's just melodies and words.
Speaking in tongues.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Thank you, God. Thank you.
But music is a spiritual thing. And people, I mean, I think people
102%.
know, but maybe they don't really let that sink in. That music is not a man-made thing. Like we talk about Lucifer, who was like the choir director.
Yeah.
And music, it came from that level.
Yes.
So and that's why I'm very careful what I listen to. And even the music that sometimes I don't want to listen to, I just find myself, you're already humming the song.
You gotta be
you're already
careful.
Shaking your head. You're already, literally, your spirit is singing the song. And then you catch yourself, it's like, what am I singing?
Yeah. You got to be careful. You cannot talk about music without talking about God. Because, first of all, again, it goes back to the inspiration thing. Where does it come from? Number one. And music is absolutely spiritual. You see, there's a thing with artists where they feel like to be a musician, you have to be 100% egotistic and claim everything. And it's getting worse now, where you see a guy, he wants to be the one who produces the song, sings the song, records it, mixes it, masters it, directs a video. And it's like they put themselves in this bubble, and then when the song is out, you share it and say the whole world receive it. No. Which other energy contributed to that? Who else did you ask for ideas? So you see, people who don't agree that music is a very spiritual thing are blinded by ego. They're blinded by ego to think that you're just in the studio and you just made a song. Look at how dope this is. And you don't even... Let's forget about even saying, okay, it comes from God. Even the guy who produced it for you, you don't even want to acknowledge it. You know what I mean? So inspiration, here's how I interpret music, is sounds from a different realm, trying to find expression in this realm. You know what I mean? It's like realities from a different realm. Melodies are realities from a different realm, trying to find expression. So when you let out those melodies, you are bringing out that reality. I think, I think in these terms. This is how I think. So you have to be careful, and you have to be a very good gatekeeper of what you're letting come through you. This energy I'm putting out into this realm, is it going to help people? Is it going to strengthen them? Is it going to encourage them? Is it going to make them better or worse? If you listen to my songs, I stopped cursing in my songs a long time ago. The reason why is to show people, because my brother is into music as well. He's very talented. And I try to...
And your sister?
My sisters, my whole family is doing music. And they're very smart. My sister has a doctorate. She's going for a second doctorate now. All my sisters have masters, and they're all finished top of their classes. They're blessed. And so, where was I? Anyway, you have to curate.
Gatekeeping.
Yes, curate the ideas that come to you, because the world doesn't need any more of that nonsense. You know what I mean? People don't need that. They don't need that. You have to be ready to bring out an idea that will change the world and impact the world positively. When people hear your sound, let them be happy. Let it tell them truth. Tell people the truth about life. Tell them the truth about God. Tell them the truth about everything. Don't stop selling dreams. Stop selling nonsense that at the end of the day is going to kill people. And so when I sing, I don't curse, to show you that I don't have to curse, and I'll do it better than you. And I'll do it better than your favorite artist. I'll do it. Me. I love, if you come to my studio, you see Drake's picture. But I believe if you put me and Drake here and I sing, he will be scared.
You will bow.
Maybe he will be scared. So I sing that way. I don't curse. You won't hear me talking about a girl shaking her bum any funny way. I don't need. I did that a while ago. I don't need that now. If you want to listen to that, go to Rema. He's good. I love Rema.
Shots fired.
No, I love them. Listen, if that's where you are mentally, if that's you want to just dance, and go listen to those guys. But if you want to hear about life and feel happy and talk about reality and talk about things, I'm your guy. And I will do so excellently to show you that music doesn't have to be rubbish. And if you send me a rubbish song, I won't share it.
Music doesn't have to be rubbish. Put that on a t-shirt. So let's talk about your latest work. Tell me about it.
So I was going to call that song Adeshwa and Banky.
Like the Adeshwa and Banky?
The Adeshwa and
Banky. Why though?
Over a year ago, I was in my room at night. This is an interesting story. I was in my room at night, and inspiration just came. And I'm singing, she ever live alone. And then this line just came, I bet you never see Adeshwa and Banky. I was like, what's going on here? Adeshwa and Banky. Adeshwa and Banky. So I took the laptop, I opened it, I set the mic, I started recording. In 1 hour, 30 minutes, I was done. And the song came out, and I was talking about good girls are hard to find. So don't you lose a quarter trying to chase a dime.
Come on.
If you no go love her, no go waste that time. Oh, yeah. And I was like, yo, what's going on? You know what's crazy? When I finished that song, the following day, Adeshwa posts on her Instagram, happy anniversary to me and my husband.
Oh.
I'm not lying. Imagine you do a song and call it Adeshwa and Banky, and the following day you're on Instagram seeing that it's their anniversary. Why am I in Dubai at night writing a song about a couple in Nigeria whose anniversary it is? It was just like, yo.
Spiritual.
It's spiritual. I'm telling you, these things are powerful. And I couldn't release it for over a year plus.
Why?
It was strange to me. It was so strange. It's like, what's going on? Only one of my friend knows about this. Ayo, I don't know you know him, Mr. Ayo. He's the only one who knows about this. And I showed him everything. He was like, yeah. And I struggled to release it. Struggled. But eventually I was just like, man, this song just keeps coming. Let me put it out. And so that's what it is. And the video is done, and we're about to release it. And I don't know how people are going to receive it. Some will think I'm taking advantage of the scandal. Some will think this and that. But that is the story. That's the honest truth to God. It was a weird, strange, and powerful thing. And basically the song is talking about when you find a good girl, you got to hold on to her. No one will tell you that all these guys are doing okay. They won't tell you that. They will tell you that life is about having as many girls as you want. If that's what you're on, that's fine. But after a while, you realize that you're doing nonsense.
Actually, it's not fine.
Uh-huh.
You are doing nonsense.
So that's what the song is about. It's just about, understanding when you see someone who's worth your time and valuing valuable people.
So we're talking about good girls here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you mentioned like ex one time.
I'm not in a relationship. That's the answer to the question that you want to
That's
ask.
not the question I was even going to ask you.
I'm not in a
That's not what I was going to ask you.
I don't know when I'll get married. I don't know.
But
okay.
Being an artist, fine boy, talented,
yeah,
in Dubai.
I'll take it all.
What's it like? See, me, like I tell you, I came, they have married me already. So I'm always very curious as to what the dating scene is like. For you, what is it like? You're an artist, you go to shows, you meet lots of beautiful women, they like you, they appreciate your talent. But as an artist, especially one, like you obviously have a heart. And you're connected to that heart. And so, all those lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
What's it like in your world?
In my world, see, I think artists struggle with girls a lot more than people understand. Particularly artists who are in the frame of mind that I am in. Because people have a perception of artists that is largely untrue. So it's in between, this guy is an artist. And so if he's an artist now, I'm dating him, there's definitely going to be other girls. I don't want that. It's in between that and this guy is an artist. Maybe he doesn't have money until he blows. He said, no, it's in between that as well. And I look at a lot of these girls like, well, you people don't know. So it's very, very, very difficult. Trust me, very, very difficult. Most time as an artist, the girls that present themselves to you in your space are the kind of girls who, I don't want to talk bad or talk down on anyone because I don't judge people.
You don't do that.
I love people, but it's just that unfortunately, or whatever it is, these are the kind of girls just like, okay, they want to come to your house, they want to have fun, they want to, my mom is asking me questions now. I can't keep doing that. You know what I mean?
Ikom, where is she?
Yeah, trust me. And what the truth is, ever since I took a decision to stop being toxic, full confession, I used to be a very toxic guy. Not like disgusting, but it's like girls like excitement. So when you're with a girl and everything is going good, just put small drama so that
to mix it up.
So, but when I decided that, you know what, I don't want that anymore. I don't want that. I want to be a straightforward person. I don't want to have to use trauma to get bonded with somebody. All the girls just kind of went away. But I don't think it's all the girls. It's all the kind of girls
that you were attracting in the first place.
So I am focused on finding someone who I can build with. They have to be understanding. When I look at Wizkid and Jada, I'm like, okay, that's it. Jada is managing him. She's doing stuff. She understands. She's working with him. And I think this is the case with a lot of artists who are in my mind frame. The ones that are just chilling here, they just want to do their thing. That's fine. You know what I mean? They're doing that. They have girls around all the time. Personally, I don't want that.
Take me to the mind of an artist, because sometimes we hear stories like this artist with baby mama number 10, and people talk about, oh, it's hard. These girls throw themselves at them. But you're a guy, you're an artist.
Yeah.
Right? Help me understand that bit. Is it that, you're an artist, girls come around you so there's no self-control? Or, how difficult is it?
I think it's less about the girls than people understand. It's more about the artist. It's what you want that you attract, and it's what you want that you experience. If I'm at a house party, I will know how many girls in there are interested in me, and I will know how many I'm interested in. So if I put myself in a situation where I'm going to go have unprotected sex with a girl, you know the outcomes of that. You know what's going to happen. See, let's be real here. You understand me? Guys don't just accidentally impregnate girls or just find themselves impregnate. Oh, like you wanted that. Not like maybe you wanted to get her pregnant, but you wanted that lifestyle. You want that lifestyle of like girls everywhere. Then there are consequences. You're going to pay. Again, I'm not judging anybody. I never will. You know what I mean? I have a lot of respect for successful big artists. It's not easy. Maybe someone like me now, I can sit down and talk because the tintilling one that I'm seeing, that I'm managing to see, you know. So usually it's not good to speak until you're in someone else's shoes. But I definitely think there are big artists out there as well who you don't really hear scandals about. You know, you never hear something about, let's say like Kendrick Lamar, for example. How many baby mamas you heard him? I think he got a wife. J. Cole, he got a wife. And they're on the low. Toby Nigwe, he makes music with his family.
Respect.
You know what I mean? So listen, as a guy, as a man, you're making music, you have all these people looking up to you. Try to present yourself in a manner befitting of your status. It's very important. It's very important. If people appreciate you for your music and God has put you on a pedestal and put you on a platform, try to make life better.
Again, being a good gatekeeper.
Yeah, being a good gatekeeper. It's not good. There are many kids looking up to you. There are many, see, when we were young, there's certain things we could do and just try and just be a little bit more responsible and stop blaming it on the girls. How can a guy get a girl pregnant and you're blaming it on the girl? What happened to the guy? You know what I mean? So again, she wants it. You want it too. There's consequences.
And then problem.
But don't go and judge me or anything I'll put anybody.
Disclaimer.
It's Lady May that's asking me questions.
Oh my God.
Don't go and judge me. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just talking about
so that they'll play this video back.
Because this is life.
May there not be any
Put this
situation to make this.
Amen.
Maybe you not have any situation that people would dig up this video for you.
Because girls are terrible. Girls are terrible. You will not know.
What's the craziest thing you've experienced from a girl on this matter? What's the craziest thing a girl has done?
I don't know. There are many things that I can't really say here. But that pregnancy thing, they abuse pregnancy to blackmail me. You will not understand me more times than it should happen. And the girl wasn't even pregnant.
In this Dubai?
In this Dubai. Hey, no! Not in this Dubai. Not in this Dubai.
Hey, we don't tell lies on this podcast, okay?
Okay, we don't tell lies on this podcast. Something like in this Dubai.
Around this Dubai. Oh my God, Lord. Okay.
In that Dubai.
We'll finish the gist afterwards. When you think of success,
yes,
who is the image of success to you? For as long as you can remember, who was probably the first person that you looked at and said, this is success?
Other than Jesus?
Other than Jesus,
Other than Jesus. My mother. Man, you know, I'm the firstborn in my family. And so I remember more than my siblings, how we started, you know. And my mother's life is such an inspiration to me, more than she can even imagine. She's the one who said such things as, when you're tired, don't give up. When you're tired, rest. And so you find out that even when things don't seem to be going so well, it doesn't take me long to come back up. I think about things like that. I saw my mom, when my dad was just struggling to settle us up and he would go out to hustle and not come back for a long period of time. I saw my mom take care of 4 kids. I can remember that. And she was so smart and so intelligent. Even though we were living in abject poverty, she never let us feel it. How? Expanding our minds. She would make sure I read every night. I was carrying first up and down, first. Because she makes sure every night you study, you read. If you don't have food to eat, whatever is in the house, you gather us together, tell us stories. And I saw us move up from, there was a time in life we had no electricity. I was born in a village house, like proper village house with like a cracked wall. And moved from there, went to Ikom in a place called Ayonsa, no electricity. My dad was out trying to make it for my family. My mom was in there. And she just represents hope for me. And I saw her take care of me and my siblings, and we went to Abuja, and she was just always there. And I saw her go from a woman who had nothing, absolutely nothing, to become like a boss in an oil company. I saw it with my two eyes. Like, she was actually supposed to be like, I don't know if you know Petroleum Fund. She was actually supposed to be like the boss in the headquarters at some point, but obviously because she's not stealing money, they didn't let her get it. You know what I mean? She's an example of integrity, hard work, and consistency. My mom hasn't stopped working since I knew her. In short, she retired, and she went back to work. She has a primary and secondary school. She went back to do headmistress work. My dad is there. He's a man. He's the one who goes, he brings the big box. You know, he's a prayer warrior. But, you know, my inspiration in life, where I draw my strength from, my mother. That woman went to work 9 to 5 every day unfailingly for close to 30 years. So if you grow up seeing that, what right do you have to stop? What right do you have to stop fighting and stop giving up? What's your excuse? You that they sent you to Dubai. You now be telling me that because this person said that and that person said you should not go there. I'll go there and I'll make it happen. You want me to stop? Stop doing what? That's my biggest. Was that the question? Who's your inspiration? What's the question?
Listen, thank you. Whatever question I asked,
yeah,
I love the answer.
Yeah, I find it hard to say things like, to be very emotionally, verbally expressive. My love language is like doing stuff for people. But you see that woman, I love her. That woman tried. Listen, bro, I saw from abject zero to managing and controlling millions and controlling. If I call my mom now and say, I don't do that anymore, I'm a child man. But I know if the need arises and I say, Mommy, there's a need for 10 million naira somewhere. You first of all say, you people, but I'm telling you, in 2 days, that money will come out. She's such a good manager. Even when money finishes on my dad's side, it's always with her. Like, she takes care of the whole family. She's the firstborn. She takes care of the whole family. She has built schools, built universities, done everything. That woman is the reason why I'm who I am.
Bravo.
My mom.
So today, the Ikomboy that I'm sitting with, for you, yourself, what is success to you?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Take a minute.
You know, time changes people. Time changes people. If you'd asked me this question just 2 years ago, I would say being number one on the Billboard is success to me. But I've come to realize over time that success is being in the center of what God put you on earth to do. I've come to realize that over time. You have to be not on the left or on the side. You can be somewhat successful, but once you're in smack down in the center of what God put you to do. And this understanding has changed everything about me, even my songs. And, you know, I'm more interested in improving lives now than proving that I have talent. I have talent. Is there. That one is there. So I'd rather just use my talent to make sure that lives are improved. And every day I'm learning more about my purpose. I'm learning more about why I am on earth. Because imagine your time comes and you look back and you say, I've wasted all my life. You can have all the money, have all the women, have everything, and you think, I have wasted it. They won't tell you that. They will tell you that life is about turning up and this. There's a place for celebration. There's a place for having fun. Be happy. I like seeing people happy. But, be happy that you're achieving your purpose. That means you have to find your purpose. That's the advice I give to everyone. Why are you here? Are you doing what you're here for?
Awesome. On that note, Ikomboy, I'm going to say cheers to your success.
Thank you.
And I wish you nothing but just absolute greatness.
Thank you so much.
That is the perfect reflection of God's plan for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being on the podcast with me.
All right.
See you around on stage somewhere.
Okay.
At the All Africa Festival?
Yes, I was just about to say, oh my God, I can't believe. If I don't do All Africa Fest, I will stage a protest in Dubai. I will hold a placard and go on Sheikh Zayed.
Notes to Nina and Team Olatoke.
Oh my God. Last year was fun. Last year was so much fun. I think this year is going to be bigger.
It was good to see you on stage there though.
Yeah, I'm prepared. I'm dreaming.
Come on.
For this year. Are you coming? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. Okay, Maya, about DJ for me.
Okay. I can sing the song now. So, whoa, everybody, Ikomboy, what?
What? I'll come and lead worship. If my people start following that anointing, be very careful there.
My God, we're just gonna take the atmosphere. Say, raise your hands and bless the Lord.
Atmosphere that is taken already.
Take back the atmosphere.
Come on.
See you guys in the next episode.
Thank you.